interstellar object, Atlas, seems to be heading straight for Earth. Listen to this.
This may be the most shocking news you'll hear today. U.S. astronomers have just confirmed that an interstellar object named 3I, Atlas, is hurtling toward Earth at high speed. It's not an asteroid, it's not a comet, it's an unknown object from outside our solar system. Its trajectory, it means, is not bound by the sun's gravity. It's traveling through interstellar space in an almost unpredictable direction. You may remember Ostrich from 2017, the first interstellar visitor. Now, it's the third, but the difference is this time, it's heading straight for us. Scientists say its speed, structure, and energy is being released in a way never seen before. It doesn't seem like any other natural object, and there's even an unnatural symmetry to its shape. Some experts are saying it's probably not a product of nature. You can read this at, "It's the universe throwing an unexplained piece of the puzzle at us." NASA and the SETI program have launched a joint observation program.
I mean, we've literally only ever had 3 interstellar objects from out of our solar system ever detected. The other one was 2017, and there's one before that. This is the third object, and none of them seem to go along with normal kind of like comets, asteroids. They're all very strange. This thing is now apparently heading straight for Earth and our sun. What the is this? Is this potentially some sort of Anunnaki? Was the other thing that turned up in 2017 some sort of probe, initial probe that went through our solar system? And is this thing that's just turned up and heading straight for Earth potentially some sort of Anunnaki or some sort of other alien mothership? What?
My grandma's last wish was that I would marry her best friend's grandson. Like, they had been talking about this for years, apparently. And so I just really wanted to grant her wish. So I texted him and asked him if he would be willing to do like this fake wedding with me, and he was such a good sport about it. He was like, yeah, I'll do it. And so we planned this wedding, this fake wedding in her house so that she could watch us get married as a last wish. And he came, and I wore a white dress, and we got married. And he was just a really good sport about it. We played together as kids, but I haven't seen him in years. Anyway, but it was just really fun to like grant her last wish, you know, and just make her happy and to see her be so happy that we got married. Anyway, the problem is that we later found out that we actually got married. We had planned this fake wedding, but I can't believe this actually happened. He accidentally applied for a marriage license because in the state of Louisiana, only one person needs to go apply for a license at the courthouse. And that's what he did, except he didn't even realize it. His grandma took him to the courthouse to run errands with her, and he was busy on the phone. She used his wallet, had him sign a receipt for her. He applied for an actual marriage license without realizing it. And then the officiation was done by his grandma, who is like legally able to marry us. So turns out that our fake wedding and trying to grant my grandma's last wish was actually true. Like, it happened. It was not fake. We are legally married in the eyes of the law. So, yes, that's how I accidentally ended up with a husband.
You have to carry your cross, my friends.
There is something quite biblical in scale happening right now, and I don't think anyone is seeing it well, all right? We know the story of Mary, right? How this was a virgin who gave birth to a child, this beautiful light, right? The Savior, the Messiah, for something, right? And we're supposed to believe it's for our soul, okay? So we don't have a virgin, and right now, what we have is a dead woman who gestated a baby. That's a perversion of something. Death cannot give life. She was dead. And even if you say her body was alive, what consciousness do you think that vessel channeled into that body? You think that that's a pure light soul that death would attract? Or you think it's something quite nasty? I know exactly what it is. Oh my God. After CERN, you guys, oh my God. I didn't realize this was it. I understand exactly what it is. You guys, let's go back to 2022, okay? Back in 2022, I remember it's the first time I ever heard about CERN and the LHC. And I understood a lot more. I understood because I'm crazy, right? So after CERN, this is what they told me. And I have videos on this, right? They told me that there were 3 exotic particles, 3 fallen angels is what they called it. My spirit guides were calling it. What CERN said was they found 3 exotic particles never before seen. A spirit's just saying, I bet they scrubbed the internet of all mention of that. But anyways, and this is all conjecture. This is all my spiritual and religious beliefs, you guys. Truly it is. I'm very spirit led, and these are messages I've gotten from them. They told me, okay, back up. Put that on hold. I am a big channel. I understand something. There are not many channels, humans, that can hold as much power as my vessel can hold as a light worker. That's what they want us for. We're bridges between dimensions. We can hold something, right? We can hold something. So what they were showing me was that these 3 particles held too much power to be held by any one human right now. All right. And this was dark power, right? We're talking about entities that can handle this dark power. Now, what they were saying to me was that they kept giving me this scenario. 1 was going to break into 1 million, right? Going to inhabit 1 million. It was going to entrain. That's what it was doing. See, that's part of what I didn't understand back then. It needed to entrain the field to their energy, and then it could coalesce into a singular entity. Now, what they were telling me was the way that these possessions were, because they're not, this is something different than a possession. It's more severe in a way that I can't explain right now. The way for these possessions to end was not just the entity leaving, it had to be in death. There needed to be a spilling of the blood, and that they were more likely to possess very innocence with very innocence. Okay. I want you guys to look at what's happened. You know, there's been a lot of people saying things like war is just a blood ritual. Okay. So this one vessel that is needed, that these 3 particles could combine into. It's been 3 years in July. I thought July was going to be important, and now they have the vessel. And right now, Spirit is tying this to the red heifer prophecy. You know, they never did make the sacrifice because they found a different way, didn't they? And they're showing me something about the skin and organ bank. And my body's reacting. It's validating. Something that's nasty, you guys. I have a lot more to talk about. But I don't want to make this even in 10 minutes because I understand who Moses is, okay, as an allegorical character, because he's not a historical figure, right? Theologians and scholars all agree that Moses as an actual man did not exist. They cannot prove his existence. When I went to look up the etymology of the word Moses, of the name Moses, right? He's Moloch's son, you guys. It doesn't tell you that in the etymology, but Egyptian, as far as Egyptian structure goes, it should be the son of the source. But this name doesn't tie to a source because they've hidden it. It's Moloch. And what does Moloch love? Child sacrifice, blood ritual, communion, blood ritual. Okay, I'm gonna be making more videos right now.
Yo.
What the fuck? First off, the lights are not supposed to be on in here. Secondly, this one was flashing right before I started recording. Are you good?
I heard some sound. Yo. The race started moving.
What the
strange. Is this scripted? Oh my god. Oh, this guy just read himself in here. This is strange stuff. What could be going on? Oh my god. Could this be a haunted place? Looks like a hotel. Or oh man. What could be moving the lights? Is this normal? Why is he running? He should be running outside. My God, this guy is running from something scary and is running in the inside. He should go outside. My God, he's just continuing to get more and more inside. Oh man, English people sometimes you surprise me. Oh my God. This one must be from a horror movie. Because what's going on? This guy could have moved outside the moment he noticed something strange. You see? Myself, in his shoes, that's what I would have done. Oh, but that is quite scary. You leave your comments on it.
It's better to wait for an invitation to the head table than to be sent away in public disgrace. Just because you've seen something, don't be in a hurry to go to court, for what will you do in the end if your neighbor deals you a shameful defeat? When arguing with your neighbor, don't betray another person's secret. Others may accuse you of gossip and you will never regain your good reputation. Timely advice is lovely, like golden apples in a silver basket. To one who listens, valid criticism is like a gold earring or other gold jewelry. Trustworthy messengers refresh like snow in summer. They revive the spirit of their employer. A person who promises a gift but doesn't give it is like clouds and wind that bring no rain. Patience can persuade a prince, and soft speech can break bones.
Those were words of wisdom from the book of life.
We are outside the Ark Encounter in Kentucky. This is a life-size recreation of a fictional Bible story that everyone here believes is true. So it says that Noah was 600 years old when he did this. How was he able to live that long? People barely live to 100 now.
Well, that's nowadays, but in those days, they lived for a very long time.
Really?
Yeah.
And apparently Noah built this, put all the animals on Earth, including dinosaurs, into this boat, and then floated around for a while, and we are all descendants of Noah. It really is a truly unbelievable story that should not be believed.
Who said including dinosaurs? Is it written like that in the book of life? We should check. Look at these guys. Trump and Putin arrive at Alaska for summit. This is interesting. The two leaders have not met in quite some time face to face. They have several conversations. They have met this time, my friend. This is interesting. Since the Helsinki conference that was seen in the news that made the headlines, this is the first time that they are meeting. Trump is waiting for Putin, like we can see here. This is interesting. The king of English dance and the king of other good vibes, Russian dance. These two are full of good vibes. From this side of the world, you have both of them, you see? And they look like they are friends. Wow. Wow. Look at this. Hey. These are now the real kings of wow. Look at these guys. It's hard to believe that this guy is a king. Okay, look how they are walking. I should start walking like this. This is good vibes. Good vibes, children of God. Look, like this guy is. These are powerful people. Wow. The king of English dance, he loves the red tie. Or is it symbolic in any way in English dance? You can tell us in the comment section if you know if it has to do anything. Wow, look at this. Oh, Oh, okay. And they pose for some picture. And there's some fighter jet behind them. Look, my friend, which jet is that? Whoa, wow. God. Hey. Oh, man, this is interesting. Okay. These guys look cool. Look at their faces. Why is the king of English lands looking so serious? Hey, sometimes he laughed. I knew he laughed. This one is full of good vibes. Lots of love, my friends. Big up to all people watching from wherever you are watching from. Lots of love. Now look at this. What's happening? What are these things? What are those glowing things?
When do you think this patent was filed for a silent flying machine? 1959, but I'm sure it went nowhere, except this video showing that it actually worked. It has no wings, no propellers. It literally floats on air using ions. This is the Ionocraft. No moving parts, no fuel, just electricity. And I'm sure no one cared about having a silent aircraft.
I mean, what would you do with it?
Although MIT did actually build one that flies. Does it look familiar? I mean, have we seen this before? Is our mind playing tricks?
You can find videos online of how to make your own Ionocraft. You can even make the ionic wind blow out a birthday candle, or spin things, which I'm sure has no practical use.
Filed in 1959 by Alexander de Seversky, an aerospace pioneer with military and government ties. Just a coincidence. Beam following, auto-targeting, servo control, 1959. Totally abandoned though, definitely not being used, not flying over New Jersey. So there you go, the Ionocraft, a real tested invention by a legendary engineer that I'm sure they did nothing with in 66 years. What do you think they did with the tech? Let me know and I'll see you in the comments. Take care.
Oh man, could those things that have been flying in New Jersey be this guy's technology?
Well, I think this meeting is 3 big gifts to Putin before they've even met. So the first one is the meeting in and of itself. Putin asked for it and Trump said, okay. It is a giant gift to any leader around the world to have a meeting with the president of the United States of America, let alone an indicted war criminal. Second, the meeting's taking place in the United States. I think that also is a mistake. Why do that? But then third, to add to it, the symbolism of meeting in part of the former Russian Empire, I think plays into the notion of Russia as a great empire. And I just tell you what the Russian nationalists are saying. I watch them on TV, Jen, so you don't have to. They are having a field day with this. They just are joking about it all the time. Maybe we'll get Alaska back. They're literally talking about that all the time. And so I don't understand it. I hope one day we'll understand whose idea it was. But I just think you add all those things up, those 3 things up, the president of the United States is starting in the hole, and therefore he needs to get something concrete out of the meeting tomorrow, or this will look like another bad summit, the really bad summit that you just showed clips of, Helsinki in 2018. That was a complete disaster for the United States and for President Trump. He can't afford to have another one like that again.
Okay, well, that's interesting. The guy's talking about that encounter with just so.
Have you ever wondered why in China a man with a big beard is either a Kung Fu master or a tourist? Here's the truth. It's not one reason. It's culture, genetics, Confucius, and the fear of sleeping on the couch. First, culture. In China, clean-shaven faces are the norm. You see it on stars and political leaders? No. Beards? Almost never. Funny enough, while we like our faces smooth, other places on the body, those hairs get way more love. Trust me. If your grandma sees you with a beard, she'll probably ask if you've joined a rock band or started a punk lifestyle. Second, genetics. Most of us can't grow that thick Hollywood beard. 2 months in, it still looks like a teenager's first try. Check out mine. I think it's good, but just not as good as Western people. Third, Confucian thinking. Your body, including hair, comes from your parents, so keep it neat to honor them, no wild parrot look. Fourth, the workplace. Smooth skin is part of the uniform. Show up with a beard and your boss might ask if you're quitting to open a coffee shop. Finally, the most dangerous reason. Wives and girlfriends hate beards. They say, it's prickly, it pokes me. You can't win, love wins, beard loses. Plot twist. Some women abroad love thick facial hair. They think it's manly and sexy. But in China, people might just ask if you're too lazy to shave. Yeah, that's true. So, yeah, many Chinese men shave not because they want to, but because they value their career, family, and their spouse in the bed.
That's something nice to know. To the female audience watching, do you love some beards?
What did Nicki Minaj just say?
Yeah, we have something to tell y'all. We're not the real us.
Come on. Come on, man. Hey!
Stop.
What are you talking about? Nicki Minaj, what do you mean by that? Because this is not the time to play around like that. You know what people are thinking these days. But what about Monica? Huh? I never seen all of them chilling at the same time. Can't forget about Keisha Cole. Where has she been at? But what if they're not really them? She said it. I didn't say nothing. Remember that. She said it herself. Because there's a lot of things going on, guys. And we're going to see more of this. People hanging out that never hung out before. Maybe they did, but I never seen it. And what do you mean we're not the real us? Are you referring to you or everyone? We sounds like everyone in that room. It's funny you say that because people are saying that I'm not the real me either. You know who they say I am. I don't know. Maybe me and them have something in common. This video is for entertainment purposes only. And if you ask me, they're just playing around because they're the real them. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. Do you believe them or you don't? What about me? Do you believe me when I say I'm the real true story? I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. I'm out.
Wow, this is a lot very much confusing. It's all for entertainment
Just because you live in
purposes.
your parents' house after they pass away doesn't necessarily mean that this is your house. We have a contract right now where this lady's trying to sell her house. She is selling it. She signed the contract to sell it. We get the title search back, and then 2 other people show up on title, and we're like, hey, who are these? Oh, those are my parents. They passed away. It's my house now. I've been taking care of it. Well, it really doesn't work that way. We're going to need to do some paperwork. When did your parents pass away? 1991. 91. She's been living in this house since 1991, taking care of it, paying the taxes. Her parents still are on the tax rolls. The county still shows his parents as the owner of the property. It's like, oh man. Do you have any siblings? Yeah. She is one of 6 kids. And one of her siblings has passed away. And he had 3 kids. Yeah, you're going to need to get an attorney for this because hopefully you get along with your brothers and sisters and your nieces and nephews. This might not go the way you think it's going to go.
Wow. That's quite scary. Interesting, children of God. Thanks for watching up to this far. It's been a pleasure being with you up to this point. This story we've just had at the end reminds me of some times we see here during burials. It's not surprising when people pop up and say that they are linked to the deceased person, you see? And even families show up. Sometimes you see even relatives. Other people might claim to be either your brothers or sisters. And it's always surprising when you see such things. I never knew it's the same in English lands, only that this time round is in ownership of property. It's quite strange times. These things happen all over the whole world. My friend, this one reminds us that we are all one people, one humans, and we can unite, be full of good vibes, and spread love together. To end the show of today, my friend, we shall hear our message of the day from the Book of Wisdom, which is a short story from Mark 1:40 going down. It says, a man with leprosy came to him and begged him on his knees, if you are willing, you can make me clean. Filled with compassion, Jesus reached out his hand and touched the man. I am willing, he said, be clean. Immediately, the leprosy left him and he was cured. Jesus sent him at once with a strong warning. See that you don't tell this to anyone, but go, show yourself to the priest and offer the sacrifices that Moses commanded. This is interesting, my friends. Interesting story. Please leave your comments of what you think about it or how you have understand it. And let's say a short prayer and end the show. Thank you, powerful, mighty Father, for your glory and goodness from the beginning of this video up to this far. We uplift your name, Father. Thank you for your precious child, this viewer that had joined us, Father. Thank you for their lives. Thank you, dear Lord, for the blessings that you've passed to them, Father. Dear Lord, renew their strength daily and fill their hearts with hope. Be merciful to us, Father, and help us to grow in numbers, Father, and knowing you more. In your holy name, Jesus Christ, we do pray, trusting and believing. Amen. Till next time, child of God, peace, love, and good vibes be with you. Bye-bye.